Hey guys,
Hi.
welcome to the podcast. It's the weekly convo. Okay, so my name's Baleigh. I'm 13 years old, and some of my hobbies. Okay, wait, we're introducing ourselves since it's the first podcast. But my name's Baleigh. I'm 13 years old. I like singing and theater, and I'm also a competitive swimmer. And three interesting facts about me are I have a dog named Rosie. My favorite color is light blue, like the color on my walls. And I cut my hair and I made a big deal out of it. Okay, that's all.
If she
Maggie?
wouldn't drop it to our teachers, but
I
that's
wouldn't until my teacher complimented it.
yeah, they made someone in the hallway. He has
Yeah.
hair down to here, and he had to look up to
You had to
compliment
look
me.
up
Ask
to
a
see my
stranger to
hair.
compliment her hair, but it's okay.
It's
That's
okay.
okay.
It's the usual.
We love that. Okay, my name is Maggie. I'm 13. Some of my hobbies, I have one because I do nothing else with my life. I play tennis. Three fun facts about me. I have three brothers. It's really, really annoying. It's okay though. We'll live. I've lived in I've lived in 12 different houses and I'm 13, so that's
I did not know that.
hmm
That's
I
a lot.
This is the house that we live in now is the longest we've ever been in a house. We've only been here 5 years. Yeah. Third fact. My life is not very interesting, so I have no idea. So those are my two facts.
Okay. Hi, I'm Taylor. I'm 14 years old, just recently. Happy birthday to me. Um, what's next? Hobbies. I have none, unless you count. I don't do sports. I like theater, but I'm not currently doing anything right now. Pretty boring. And then three facts about me. I have three cats, and they're both fighting in the corner right now.
And an extra one named Barney.
Yeah, an extra one named Barney, but he's not technically ours. Um, sorry, my cats are being weird. I love reading, and I don't have any more facts.
So that declares it. I'm the most interesting. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding.
But you probably are, though.
Yeah,
Let's not talk about
I
it.
feel like you have the most to do in your life.
Honestly, I kind of do. But it feels like it's not that much because it's like usually spread out. Like I do swimming every day, not every day. It's about to end. It's about to be 3 days a week. But I do swimming every weekday. I have dance every 2 weeks, and I have voice lessons every week. And then whenever I'm in a show, it takes place of swimming.
That was my cat.
Why don't you tell everybody your cat's names?
Okay, I have one really fat cat named Mo, and he's the oldest. I have another cat named Patch, and he's like super introverted and skinny. And then I have another cat named Snip, and he's like the most normal cat that we have. And then we have my sister's cat, who lives with us, but he's not technically our cat.
His
And his
eyes
name
are
is
creepy.
Barney, and he is a little kitten, and he's insane. He likes to eat your feet.
Maggie, I know your third fact. You're scared of cats.
I hate cats. I know Taylor has
It's really
three
funny
of them.
whenever she comes over to my house because she refuses to go anywhere until there's no cats.
Yeah, I had to scare her
Her.
cats away whenever we went over to her.
I'm sorry. I'll get used to them. Like at the end, I'd get a little used to them. I'm not the biggest fan of cats. We had two cats growing up. Not growing up, but like when we lived in Mississippi, we lived on a farm, and we had two cats. They lived under the house because my dad is highly, highly allergic to them. Their names are Dora and Diego. I wonder who named them. Not me and Tyler, definitely. And they lived under the house. They were not the nicest. I mean, they were nice. I mean, I used to like cats. When we used to go play around the farm, like on everything, they'd chase us. But we also had a dog, and I liked the dog a little bit better. I mean, a lot better, but that's okay.
Dogs
they also
are
tried
so
to like
much
attack
better.
me one
Sorry,
time.
Taylor.
That's probably why I don't really love cats anymore because they tried to attack me. And I know not all cats are like that. I also I don't know. That's probably
My
the main reason I
cats
don't like
are
cats.
like super weird. They're not like normal cats. Like they let you rub their stomachs, which normal cats do not let you do that. Like they don't bite whatsoever.
See, I feel like
So-
overall, dogs are just a little bit more people.
Yeah, they're more of people animals.
Yeah.
Like dogs usually, whenever they've lived in a household their whole life, they turn out thinking that they're humans. Like my dog literally thinks she's a baby.
I don't have a dog. I should be getting one soon.
You're going to have a dog soon.
Yeah, you're gonna have a dog.
I don't know when that's gonna happen anymore.
Aww.
I mean, my parents already put a down payment on it, but like, haven't heard anything since then. I mean, I think the mom that was supposed to have the puppies we're having is pregnant, but I don't know how long it takes for puppies to be born. 'Cause I don't keep up with that type of stuff. I know babies
Okay.
take 9 months, but puppies do not take 9 months. I know that.
You guys are ready to jump in?
Let's
Yes, we have reoccurring segments. So, who wants to explain the first one? The first one is the question of the day, the QOTD.
I'll say it. So, our question of the day, we will have one of these.
Every week.
It's technically question of the week because we don't do these every day. But
Yeah.
question of today is, what is our routine and reason for this podcast?
Okay, who wants to answer it?
I'll answer. I think the main reason we started this podcast is just because we have nothing better to do and we like talking, but actually because we love sharing our opinions with people and getting to know people even if we don't actually know them. So
I think all of us are
Yeah.
very opinionated, so our whole entire friend group, like, yeah, I feel like all of us are just very opinionated, so this especially helps us get our opinions out, which this is not going to be more about opinions. I feel like it's just going to be more fun stuff, but at some point we will get, like, the question of the day probably next week will be more opinionated than it is this week, but yeah.
Not like anything serious, just more like, we're all three teenage girls, so more like things related to that, like what we think about the popular trends at the time, because not all of us are like the stereotypical teen girl. Like Taylor, I feel like Taylor is the farthest away from that.
yeah, I stay up till 2 o'clock on weekends reading.
Yeah,
That's
she
boring. and that's
she said,
no
I
offense,
stayed up
Taylor, or
until,
anything, but like, I don't read. We have a
I'm
book
weird,
due
I
in
know.
English right now, or like in a week, and I haven't even started it.
yeah, same. I'm only like page 10 and Taylor's halfway through already.
Yeah.
So that's like a little bit, that kind of shows you more about us. And as we get into these segments, like most of our segments are based around one of our personalities. Like what's the next segment? Our next segment, it's my segment. Okay. So
Can I have something to say real quick?
okay, go ahead.
So like we have all these segments that are gonna reoccur every week, and each of us have our own segment. So like you'll realize that Baleigh does the same segment every week. Taylor does the same segment. This podcast, I won't do a segment because my segment is like it has to have a podcast before it, and you guys will see what that is. But we all have our own, and so like you'll see like our personalities come out of that, because like I'm gonna spoil it a little bit. Baleigh does the story or joke, and she loves telling jokes, and she's a very funny person. But like something like that goes along with our
Thank
personality.
you. I love being called funny. Okay, so
But not quirky. She doesn't like me.
not quirky. Do not call me
Don't-
quirky.
don't say
I'm not
that.
like other
Hold
girls.
on,
I don't like
hold on.
being called quirky.
Baleigh, do you remember at the lunch table when Taylor leaned over and whispered to me?
I told her to call you.
She told me to call you quirky, and I tried to say it. Something came up, and I was like, I tried to say it, but I was like, I can't say it.
Taylor! You're always teaming up against me just because I'm funny. Come on, guys. I'm kidding. No. See, I'm always cracking these jokes. But, so today's, like, let me backtrack a little bit. So I'm going to be telling, like, a story or, like, a joke every week. Like, they'll usually have, like, a punchline at the end, except one that I have planned doesn't really have a punchline.
Oh, I know that one.
Yeah. So this week I'm going to be telling a little story about Patty Whack. So
Ooh, she sounds
there,
fun.
what'd you say?
I said she sounds fun.
Yeah, Patty Whack is a very interesting person. So this frog, he walks into a bank and he walks up to the counter and he sees the teller's name is Patricia Whack. And he says, "Miss Whack, I would like a loan of $50,000 for my vacation." And Patty Whack's like, "What?" She doesn't say anything, but you can kind of tell on her face that she's in disbelief. So the frog goes, "Oh no, it's okay. I'm Kermit Jagger, the son of Mick Jagger, and my father knows the bank teller, or the bank manager." And Patty's like, "What?" So she tells him that in order to get the loan, he's going to need some kind of collateral. So he pulls out this tiny little elephant, this porcelain elephant. And by this point, Patty's like a little annoyed. She's kind of frustrated about it. So she excuses herself and she walks back to her manager. And she's like, "There was this frog that walked in. He says that his father's Mick Jagger. And whenever I asked him for collateral, he pulled out this little elephant and he wants a loan for $50,000 for a vacation. And what even is this elephant?" And her manager goes, "It's a knick-knack, Patty Whack. Give the frog a loan. His old man's a rolling stone." That's a knee slapper. Come on, guys.
That's great.
Knee slapper.
Knee
Some good
slapper.
material.
See, Baleigh has good stories and jokes. It just we need someone funny because
Yeah. Life's
Yeah,
hard.
she's just funny
We need to laugh.
Most of my stories and jokes are end up like that one. Like they're just like so pointless that they're funny.
I can't wait for you to tell. If you guys keep watching this podcast, I can't wait for her to tell another story because it's a good story.
It
But
is.
the end is so pointless and it's
I think
so
it's
sad.
great. It's
Yeah,
a great
Taylor
piece of
always
fun.
supports me on my jokes.
Hold on. I have
Taylor's
something
been
to say.
kind of. Oh,
This is like not related to any of this.
okay.
But while we were doing school today,
Mhm.
I was watching The Bachelor instead of paying attention to math. Okay, like I usually do. Don't
As
ever
you
pay
should.
attention to math,
He
and
loves The Bachelor.
not
she
a
hates
teenage show.
Julia on
It's
The
not a
Bachelor.
show for a teenage girl, but that's okay. I love it. And there's this girl on the show named Abigail, and she was so sweet, and I really thought her and Matt would look amazing together, and I thought she would end up like winning it, or like I don't know what you would say, like ending up with him. She went home to me.
Oh no!
Oh, let's just
Have
take a
another girl. If I
silence
either
for
want, so there's
Abigail.
4 girls left. There's Rachel, Bree, Michelle, and Serena. I really either want Rachel or Bree because I'm not really. I mean, the other 2 are okay. I just don't see them.
They're
any
better.
But I also saw something on Instagram that Rachel ended up with him, so I'm actually thinking that she will, but I kind of want Bree to. But that's
I
okay.
think we need
Let's
to
get
take a
back
moment
to the
of
regular
silence for
subject.
Abigail.
Yeah, we should have a moment of silence for Abigail. Let's take a second.
Guess what?
Okay.
Sorry. She was also
That was a long
like
moment of
she
silence.
had like a hearing aid, so you can tell in her voice that she was like, I think she was like born deaf or something. Like she has like a hearing thing in her whole family. It was sad because she was always worried about that how it would affect how Matt felt about her. He also said that didn't affect it, but it made me so sad.
Aw.
Okay, let's get back to it. Next, we are
It's,
doing
Q&A.
recommendations. So every week.
Oh,
we
wait,
have-
no. We're doing the Q&A.
No, we don't have any questions.
No, we don't have a Q&A for this episode.
Okay.
That
So
will
this
be
is-
another one of our reoccurring segments.
That-
we have a
that
whole
will
bunch
be.
planned, but we can't use everyone on every episode.
Yeah.
But so I don't know if every single one of these will be in every episode, but for today we have recommendations, and so every time everybody will have their own recommendation. Like Bailey will do music or something like that. Taylor will do books because she loves books. Bailey's gonna do music because she loves music, and I will do recipes. Sometimes I'll do other things, but I love to cook, so I'll do recipes. But who wants to start with their recommendation?
Let's let Taylor start.
Okay. So today I'm recommending a book that I have read probably 4 times. This book, this book is Beautiful Blue World by Susan LaFleur, and this book is about patriotism, war, and friendship. And so if you like these things, and even if you don't like these things, you should read this book because it's really good. So
See, I
it's
don't
not even
really
that
like
thick.
books.
It's only that thick, so you can
I
read
don't like books at all, but I do like reading books about war. I just finished reading The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, and you know, I hate books, but it was an amazing book.
It's a good book.
I feel like the books about war are like super entertaining because you're like, wait, things like this like actually happened.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Well, maybe not things like this book because this book is a little wild, but you'd love it anyways. So.
Okay, so Maggie, if you don't mind, I'm gonna do my
You
recommendation.
go. Yeah, you can go.
Okay, so I am recommending a song. It's ignore my screen cover. I really need a new one, and it looks really crappy. But I want to show you guys the album cover. So it's "Remember When" by Wallows, and it's a really good song. I just really like the vibe of it. I mean, it has a cool vibe. I hate saying that. But if you guys have watched 13 Reasons Why, the main guy in 13 Reasons Why, I'm pretty sure he's in this, in the group, Wallows. Anyways, it's just a super cool song. And if you listen to the words, like, it's not what you would expect from what it sounds like, so. Also, I would like to point out that I'm drinking Gatorade.
I don't like Gatorade. I used to love Gatorade, but I cannot stand the taste of it anymore.
Well, I'm not drinking Gatorade anymore because I just ran out.
Okie dokie. Okay, so I'm recommending recipes, but as I said, I might not do that every time because, yeah, just cause I don't want to do it every time. But so mine today is baked oatmeal. I'll put this down, like, this is gonna go on YouTube, so it's gonna be down in like the description part, so it, like, you guys don't have to like remember it. But so it's baked oatmeal, so it has oatmeal in it. Oh, surprise, surprise. But it's you can eat it for breakfast. You can eat it for like a snack with ice cream on it if it's hot. It's just really good. It just has a good flavor to it, and it's actually like one of my grandmother's recipes, so it's an old-timey recipe, but it's still amazing. But yeah.
That sounds
That's my
good.
recommendation.
Okay, guys, let's take a break from our segments and let's talk about how our day's been. Because I feel like we've been talking about like our interests and stuff and not really what we do in a normal day. Even though right now it's only like 12:45 and we haven't done much other than school. But Maggie, do you want to say like maybe what you ate today, what time you woke up, how your morning
I
went?
will start. So I woke up earlier than usual on online days. I woke up at the whopping 7:45. Oh yeah, I have a stuffed animal that we got for Christmas in my hands. That's what that was. But I woke up at like 7:30, 7:45, sat in my bed, watched my phone for a little bit. I should have started The Bachelor earlier, but I didn't, so that's okay. And then I did related arts, and I didn't do art because I never do art because the stuff that she gives us is stupid, so I don't do it. Which I probably should be doing because it's for our next project. So I'll probably end up going back and doing it at some point. Just in the morning, I never have time to do it. And then I sat in my bed, did never eat breakfast this morning. But what did I do after that? Then I was watching The Bachelor, and I was writing down and then we started the math Zoom, and I was writing down what she's saying, just not super listening. I still have math homework to do, but that's okay. Then after that, I finished my show, and I went downstairs and I made this amazing quesadilla thing. It's not an actual quesadilla, but it's in like the wrap thingies, and it has a tortilla wrap. I think that's what it's called. It has peanut butter, bananas, and then chocolate chips, and then you like put butter in a pan and you like do it like that. It's so good. That's what I had for lunch. Not the healthiest lunch ever, but that's what I had for lunch.
That's fun.
And then came upstairs, did the rest of my school. Still haven't finished science, but that's okay. And then I started this.
Yay! And here we are. Okay, Taylor, do you want to go next, or do you want me to?
I woke up this morning. I had an alarm set for 6 o'clock. I don't know why, but I woke up this morning at around like 7:30. I got upstairs. I started my online school. I started chorus, which is fine. PE class, I never do anything for that class, so I
Me
just did
either.
all my other classes instead. And then I listened to Taylor Swift for a while because I'm a huge Taylor Swift fan. And I have been working on school for a while, and then I haven't eaten any food yet. That was my day.
Okay, so my day, I also had an alarm set for 6 o'clock on my alarm clock. I'm not
Why
sure.
do you guys wake up so early?
I didn't. I think I woke
I
up
went
and
back
turned
to
it.
sleep.
Yeah, I think I woke up and turned it off, but I have no recollection of that. Like, I don't know if that actually happened or not. It is possible that my dad walked in and turned my alarm clock off, but whatever. So I remember that, or not remember that. I know that I had that alarm set, but I don't remember turning it off. And then I didn't actually get up until 7 o'clock. I got up at 7 o'clock, and surprisingly, I stayed up until our assignment was posted for course. Actually, I think it was already posted. I just didn't do it yet. So I watched Community on Netflix, which is currently what I'm watching. It's like insane. Like, if anybody has ever watched Community, they know that literally none of it makes any sense. Like, it's all so confusing. I'm like, what in the world is going on? So I watched a little bit of that, and then I did my course assignment, and then I went to watch Community again, but I fell asleep. But luckily, I always have an alarm set for our only Zoom of the day on Wednesdays and Mondays, because we're at school on Tuesdays and Thursdays and some Fridays, so I don't want it to go off during school. So I had that alarm set, and I woke up just in time for my math Zoom. And my dad, I literally depend on my dad for like everything. It's a problem, but whatever. Whatever. My dad brought me cinnamon rolls, and I ate those during math. That was my breakfast. And then I did 2 of my other classes. We all have the same schedule, so Taylor's always working ahead of us. Me and Maggie are usually a bit behind Taylor, but we're usually around the same place.
Wait, Bella, our dear friend who is behind the scenes of
Bella is our manager, so
she's our manager. She's usually, me and Baleigh are in the middle. Taylor's ahead of us, and Bella's usually behind us. Bella, if you watch this, she just gets up later than the rest of us, and she loves her sleep.
She needs her beauty rest.
Yeah, she does.
I'm sure if she was on here, she would say that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But Bella, she usually texts us at like 3 o'clock, like, what did you guys do on this? And it's usually like our first class of the day, and we're like, Bella, how are you?
She always says she sits down to do an assignment, and then she just doesn't know what happens, but it doesn't get done.
Probably usually behind Baleigh, just ahead of Bella. But I just am a very big procrastinator.
Same.
While I was waiting for them to get on the podcast. Me and Bella were supposed to be doing this, but did that happen?
It's our science
stuff. As you can see.
Okay, for that, I'm pretty sure we're only supposed to do the middle column. Because the other articles don't say anything about it. Did you Google it?
Yeah.
Where did you find it?
I Googled it, and I found it on the website that he got the reading from.
That's why I was so confused, because the only thing is for science are down here in this middle
down
column.
There in that one.
Me and her were looking for this first one and this other one, and we couldn't find it.
Yeah, I didn't do those 2. Anyways, I did my social studies in my science class, which is what she was just talking about. And I just have 1 more class left. But for some reason, like in the middle of the day yesterday, I just started craving Lucky Charms. So that was my lunch because I couldn't come up with anything else to eat. And then I got on here. And I made my Gatorade, which this took like an hour to make. Come on, guys. This is gourmet.
My mom this week went to the grocery store by herself. And I'm usually the one who goes with her. I make out I like to have control of situations. I make the grocery list, and I make the meals. I plan the meals besides dinner because she does dinner. I didn't go to the grocery store with her this week, and we have no food to eat. It's all. but that's okay. So I had to find something, and if we have bananas, we always have chocolate chips and peanut butter, and most of the time bananas. So if we have wraps, that's what I make. I go to.
That tastes good. Or that sounds good. That sounds like it tastes good. Okay, what is our next segment?
Is advice of the day.
Taylor!
That's my segment. Okay, so advice of the day. I'm not sure why I got chosen for advice of the day. I guess I'm wise or whatever.
She's so good at advice. She's like,
She is.
like literally you ask her about anything and she has like the best answer ever.
All right, so today's advice is to never stop learning and always try to grow as a person in everything you do. So, hang on 1 second. Okay, if you continue to grow your level of skill in your chosen field or like your relationship or whatever it is that you're trying to do, you will become a master of what you do. Because the amount of time that you put into whatever it is you're doing, like you're going to get better at it, or that's going to get better. That's literally just science. But you may have heard the 10,000 hour rule popularized by Malcolm Gladwell's book Outliers. And he said that to achieve greatness in an area, you need to spend at least 10,000 hours of deliberate, focused practice developing your skill in that area. And to grow and develop as a person beyond your expertise in a job skill, but like growing as a person in other areas like relationship, people skill, leadership skills, your attitude and your ability to handle difficult situations, and your creativity, problem solving amongst others, like all of these you can grow in if you just like put in the time for it and just like be deliberate about it. So yeah, never stop growing.
Oh my gosh, wait. That reminds me. Okay, so I don't remember what it's from, but there's this like, I think it was from my elementary school. We all went to different elementary schools except Taylor and our manager, Bella, which is like our lower level schools, if you don't know what we're talking about. Also, earlier, whenever we were talking about related arts, those are like our electives, but we don't get to choose them.
Do we get to choose them in high school?
Yeah, you get to choose them in high school. You have to sign up for all your classes in high school. Like, that's what we're
I'm
gonna do
excited
now.
for that because you get to like choose what you want to instead of not being able to choose any.
Yeah, except you do have some requirements. Like, you have to do one math class every year.
I knew that, but like the like electives.
Yeah. So wait, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, we all went to different elementary schools, and my elementary school in 3rd and 4th grade, you could choose to be like, or you got chosen to be in the choir, and we sang this one song, and I remember that we would play the recording, and it would sound so angelic, and it was like, never stop learning, never stop growing, and then it said some like motivational something. It was like, never stop doing the things you love. I don't know, it was something like that, but that
I stole my
advice reminded me
segment
of
from Baleigh's elementary school choir song.
Yeah.
In elementary school, did you guys ever have recorders?
Yes.
Okay.
What
did you put around the like? Did your like music teacher or whoever put like pieces of like yarn around the bottom for like whatever like level you were on?
Yeah, but my elementary school teacher, I'm pretty sure she just gave up on that because we did the first two, and she was like, "We're gonna listen to pentatonics today." I was planning on doing the recorders, but we're listening to pentatonics.
I got to the black.
My teacher, we learned the New Year's song. What's it called? Auld Lang Syne on the recorder, and then we just stopped. Like we didn't even do anything with it.
Oh, that's like all we did in 4th grade is recorder, and I got to like the highest level, and like unless you just didn't try, you did, and like Hunt did it in 4th grade, and he got to like she took it so seriously. It was kind of boring because you had to go home and practice it, and she like actually graded you on it. Just stupid because you're in like elementary school, but it's okay.
I don't know anyone that's not in elementary school that's like, I'm going to play an instrument. How about recorder?
Yeah.
Like, that's just not an instrument that you choose to play, you know? Sorry to all the people that actually play recorders out there. Didn't mean to offend.
I feel like recorders are like kazoos. Like kazoos and record. No, that's different because kazoos are actually fun. Kazoos are like.
Kazoos are great. I don't know what you're talking about.
I just called them kazoos. Kazoos are fun. They're just kind of annoying. And so are recorders.
They're fun when you play it, and then when other people play it, you're like,
you're like, can you just stop?
Hunt was running around the house yesterday. He still has his recorder from 4th grade. It was so annoying. He irritates me.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So do you guys know that Vine, like, where he turns around, he has blonde hair with a bowl cut, and he goes, "Wait, who are you?"
Hmm.
That's the Kazoo kid, and there's like a 20-minute video all about kazoos with that kid in it and like all of his friends. And then he sings a song about being special friends, and I have watched the whole video. It goes like, special friend. You know, whenever people used to like put the hoodie on and the sunglasses, and they would be like, whoever sent this to you, they would do that song. They would be like, you are my special friend. You know, like things like that.
Can you find it on YouTube?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay.
I love that
Send me
video.
the link, and I'm gonna link it in the description of this podcast because
I'm sure you guys would love to watch it. I love the Kazoo
So
kid.
we don't have any more segments for today, so
But we do have a question for our audience.
yes, we do.
Okay, we're also going to answer this, but this is just a question for you to think about, and I don't know if you can comment. I mean, I know some videos, but we have no subscribers yet because we haven't posted anything. So I think we will have comments. So if you want to, you can comment to this question. So the question is, what is your favorite item you bought in 2020? And if you didn't really like buy anything, it could be what you got, or it could be technically this year. So
Who wants to go first?
How about Maggie? Maggie hasn't gone first
Oh,
for
okay.
anything yet.
Well, it wasn't 2020. It was 2021, and I didn't buy it, so technically I got it. I got these leggings from Aerie, and they are very cute. They like cross in the front, like they crisscross in the front. Crisscross, there we go. But they like, I don't know, they are the softest things I have ever put on. And they almost feel like you have tights on. They're just a little bit thicker though. And it's like not like you can like see through them or whatever, but they are like so soft. But yes, that's my favorite thing that I got in 2021.
Taylor, do you want to go next, or do you want me to?
Okay, so surprise, surprise. My favorite thing I got in 2020 was this book. And it's a really good book, and you should read it sometime. It's called Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. And I've seen the movie before, and so I decided to read the book, and it's really good.
I wanted to watch that movie in theaters so bad, and then I didn't.
It's kind of scary, but it's okay.
Okay, so the thing is, last time I said the leggings from Amazon, but I feel like that's not a good answer. And I got so many things for Christmas. I feel like if I really thought about it, there would be one thing. I remember it. Okay, so I got this game on Christmas. I'm gonna think of something that I bought. If I think of anything, I'll say it next week. But I got this game. You know the game Clue? I got Clue Office Edition for Christmas. I got Clue Office Edition.
Whoa.
I love The Office, and Office is taken off Netflix, and I don't want to pay for Peacock, and I got some Christmas money, but I don't know if I want to use it for The Office or not. And it is currently February, and I got that in December. So it's a very important thing to me. You would think that I love The Office so much that I would automatically be like, The Office, but I feel like it could be used for better things. So for now,
when you
The Office.
What you got for Christmas, it made me think of what actually my favorite thing is. I just couldn't think of anything, but I do love those leggings. But I know what my favorite thing is. Hold on.
That's a very mature decision of you, Baleigh, to save your money for other things.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say if that was me, I'd probably spend it, but I would put it in my savings. My favorite thing that I got was my Apple Watch. I didn't buy it. I don't know why we said bought, because I don't buy anything myself.
Okay, I actually bought these now that I think about it. So I am an Android user. I'm proud. I'm an Android user, and I'm proud. So last year, 2019, not last year, I guess. 2019, I got these Samsung Galaxy earbuds. I bought them myself. Well, then I took them to school one day, and I lost them. I didn't lose them at school. I opened up my backpack, and they fell on the bus, is the conclusion that I've come to. So right before COVID hit, I got new earbuds, and I got the plus ones, so now they're like super shiny on the outside. And this is what they look like on like as the earbud. And the case is over there, so I'm not showing
I
that.
thought of my new favorite thing other than my book. I got not the AirPods Pro because I don't like the AirPods Pro very much. But I got like the normal AirPods, but they have my name on it. Like the case thing.
Like the case does?
Yeah, it has like my name on it. So that was my favorite thing. I liked it.
Okay, here's the reason that I like the Samsung buds more than the AirPods. So on the Samsung earbuds, they have like this little rubber thingy you can take off and put a different one on if your ear is a different size. But, here, wait, let me put it back on. The reason that they have that and why you can take it out if your ear is a different size, because whenever you put the earbud in, you like put the earbud up like in this so that it stays in and it doesn't have like the weird thingy. So that's the reason why I like those better than the AirPods, because everybody says that Apple earbuds don't stay in their ear, which I'm sure it just feels like they're gonna fall out. And
I think
really
that's
won't.
why they made the Pros the way that they are, because they have like the squishy foam thing on the end, and they're super short. But like the squishy foam is why they don't stay in my ears, because with like
I have regular
and they have the foam, I feel like they either don't stay in my ears and they fall out, or they get like stuck in my ears, which I hate.
Like I have the regular AirPods, and I've had them for like probably 2 years now, and they stay in my ears, like they don't ever fall out unless I'm like doing something that like is like shaking my head, really like bopping it up and down, or doing something that's gonna make something fall out of your ear. And I've put in Bella's AirPod Pros, and we were watching Once Upon a Time. This is like when we first started it, and they fell out of my ear like 5 times while we were watching it. It was so annoying. I mean, I like them because they have better like sound quality. They just don't stay in my ears. But you know.
So these only fall out in my sleep. This is like an ad for earbuds. What's that one brand that everybody's was getting sponsored by? The wireless earbuds. The
That starts with R. The one that like the famous person made.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome to our sponsorship. I'm kidding.
It's so weird because I like those people. Like I know I had seen them with like different like most. I feel like
most of them probably don't use those.
Yeah. They probably don't ever use them, which is
Okay, so these only fall out in my sleep because I toss and turn. I've like done front flips in them and this stuff. They just don't fall out. So I really like these. This is the best thing that I bought in 2020. So I guess that's the last segment of our podcast.
Yep.
This has been pretty successful.
Yeah, I think this was
good.
Fun.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that you guys will come back next week. Hopefully we'll be able to do these every week. We're kind of busy, and I can only do them on the days that I have no people at home because I have a little 5-year-old brother who doesn't like to be quiet and doesn't like to leave me alone either.
Yeah, Maggie's his favorite. It just means that you're loved.
Yeah, you're loved.
So loved. I mean, I do love him, and he loves me, I know, but he just doesn't leave me alone. That's okay. I guess that's what little 5-year-olds do. So, but yeah.
That's all. That's all, folks.
See you guys next time.
Yeah, I hope you guys learned a bit more about our podcast and a bit more about ourselves. So, bye, guys.
Bye.